Okay, so it looks as though Anthony DeVolder, George Santos, whatever else his name, Doogie Howser, whatever else his name is, has been found, well, not found guilty. Jumping the gun here, aren't we? Has been brought up on 13 federal charges, I believe. So we'll do a little Tableau and a little bit of read. Let's see specifically what happened with these 13 federal, is it federal charges? Let me verify, but I believe so. I believe so. 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, and 1 count of theft of public funds, and 2 counts of making material false statements to Congress. So 13 federal charges. 7 counts of wire fraud. So what country is he going to next? He was fleeing Brazil for the same thing. Fraud. Different kinds of fraud, but fraud. So let's look. What's going to happen with these charges? What is going to happen with these charges? Is he going to be found guilty? Wait, let's focus here. George Santos, if that's your real name, will you be found guilty of the 13 counts of fraud? Federal charges. So what's going on there? The chariot. The tower. The chariot is a victory card, but you have to pull everything together first. So with the tower, that something is coming undone in a extreme way, and not just undone in an extreme way, but very quickly too. So it's almost in a way where you can't control this, because the towers, the chariot, you cannot win by force here. This is not you overcoming something. This is you using your diplomacy, using your verbal skills. Because the man on the chariot card is not, he has no reign, so he has no control over the Sphinx in the card. So Queen of Swords, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. Death card. There's a lot of info here. Not just info, but someone is trying to yank it out of you too. So there may be a little bit of revenge in this, or some vindictiveness, or someone who really does not want you to be where you are. Donald Trump syndrome, you were fine until you ran for office. I mean, you really weren't fine because Brazil was looking for you too, so people knew you were a crook, but yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Magician, King of Wands, Hangman. Will he be found guilty? Yes, he is going to try to have some sort of agreement, though. Maybe cop a plea, if you will, or anything like that, but yeah. We'll see. But yeah, it's coming undone in the worst way possible. It's all unraveling. He can't stop it. And everybody's seeing this coming. So here it is today. Okay. So we'll put this aside. As you see, it's very bright in here because I am up past my bedtime for this story. Let me see if I can get this camera to quit jumping back and forth here. But I still need that in focus. There we go. So that should work better. Okay. I'm going to do a Tableau. Look at the first two cards there. Jail and Justice. So we'll separate those. So there we go. Anthony DeVolder, George Santos, Doogie Howser, whatever your name is. What's coming up for you in the coming months here? What can we get? George Santos. George Santos. Quit falling out. George Santos. George Santos. First card is the Magician, and the last is the Page of Swords. Oh boy. George Santos, Rivera Gonzalez. Let's see. Let's see. What's coming up for you? So Magician and House Fool. So we got some beginning things here. Beginning skill, power, talent, beginning manipulation. He's going to start trying to manipulate. This is not the court system. This is something, well, it could be. Because in-house justice is a 7 of Cups. So smoke screening. I mean, at this point, you can't really not lie. Because it's and Devil in House Moon, he's definitely about to lie up. He's going to lie up a storm. And then look here, there's the liar in House World. So I don't even know if he can help himself at this point. Like, everything is a lie. Everything. House Fool is Magician. So he's about to start some new sort of I don't know. It's anyway, he's about to try to manipulate the court system by the confusion here and the lie here. But anyway, 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, which, okay. I'm not a person who reads numbers as significant in the tarot. Just read the message. But when you have the 2s, there is a give and take and a balance that needs to happen. So balance of ideas, talents, people, assignments, responsibilities, that type of thing. So 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Hermit, 3 of Wands. So here's an agreement with someone. This person may be overseas of some sort with the 2 of Wands. There are some plans to talk to them or to send them something, because the 3 of Wands is anticipation, and it's also an international card. This is more looking overseas. This is more person going or expecting something from there. So just looking, not going. This is more of a going, this is more of a looking. And because this person has not left the castle walls yet, this person has. And so this is more of an action, this is more of a plan. And so you have some sort of agreement to send something to someone overseas. However, that is also something that is being investigated with Hermit and House Emperor. There's someone in a position of power that is looking into this alliance here. That person is overseas. That person is not in power, so this is not a foreign leader. This is just more of someone he had business with. Because the 2 of Cups is a business card. The Caduceus is a card of commerce and trade and conversations and talking, because it represents Mercury. And so it's a talking card, which also represents Mercury here too. And so talking, lying, talking. And Hermes Trismegistus, who is, Mercury, is the god of outlaws and thieves and liars and tricksters and that type of thing. just as an aside. And so here you have the agreement to send something to someone that's been intercepted. Whatever that is has been intercepted, and someone is looking into it there. And there's a lawyer in House Hermit, which is investigating. So Here, this is some other kind of investigation or investigator, not necessarily a lawyer. It's in-house emperor, position of power. So like a officer of some sort, like a FBI or CIA or some sort of officer type thing. This is more of a lawyer, a person in that capacity. Doesn't matter where. Could be DOJ, could be local government, or anywhere. Just a lawyer of some sort. So that's been intercepted by this person there. The Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Whoever's in jail gave you away. Eight of Swords is in House Lovers. There's a person you knew, and right above it is the person you did business with. So this person gave you away. Page of Cups, so Eight of Swords, Page of Cups, Four of Cups, Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups. There is something here about... This is something, it's like a redirection of something. But this lawyer, it's again intercepted from just up here too. There's a redirection of something. And there's a person. That person is caught up too and has abandoned you big time. There's also, you didn't pay someone, naturally. The Eight of Cups is in House Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune governs your records, your payments, your time, your fate, your destiny, that type of thing. You didn't pay someone to. And there's something about a child here too that you were supposed to pay for or payments from. Something about a child in payments too. This is fraud, though. Page of Cups is in House Chariot. Chariot is opposites pulling things together, a victory type of thing. But this is fraud. Because it's murky on purpose. Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Seven of Cups. It's murky on purpose. This is fraud of some sort with the kid here. May have been done for financial and tax reasons, but there's a fraud with the kid here. And the money that you may have supposed to have paid this woman, and it didn't work there too. Because there's a kid right below her. Queen of Swords and Six of Cups. So there may have been some, it could have been fraud on both of yours part. But there's some fraud and you didn't pay some woman here. He is the King of Cups. That's how he comes up, and he's in House Devil. And in House Moon is Devil. So he's got a lot that's about to be uncovered. So be ready for the inundation of George Santos stories, because there's a lot that's about to be uncovered, especially with him in House Devil, which means all kinds of corruption. All kinds. Okay, so the Seven of Cups, the Page of the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. There's another name he goes by. There's some dead guy. Hierophant, older person, died older, possibly in House Death. That person's identity was stolen, or has been used in a place. Right there. Financial ties to it too. There's also, well, there may be an indication that he's like a junior or something. He may have used that too. Yeah, they could have been both, like the dad and the son. Knowing him, there's like a junior aspect to it too, or a grandson aspect to it too. These are far in age, but something like that. He used somebody else's name though. But it's for financial reasons. And the Ace of Pentacles is in House Hangman, so there's a lot of enlightenment getting ready to happen about money, specifically money. And so that's why a lot is about to come out, because King of Cups is in House Devil, corruption, 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 addictions, and so forth and so forth. So there's a lot of it. Seven of Cups in House Justice, he is trying to lie to the courts. That's not going to work, though, because Devil's in House Moon. So the more you cover up, the more they're going to see. In House Sun, in House Star, and in House Tower. Those are your exposure cards. Sun is your work, your jobs, your day-to-day life. A lot of details, too, with the Eight of Pentacles is a card of detail. Defense in the House Star, so he is going to come up with the defense, because your star is about healing. Your exposure with the star is more of, I have nothing to hide, so here's my defense. Tower, however, the Knight of Wands would be something you've done in various locations. The Knight of Wands is the adventurer. This is the taking charge. There's also a trips and relocations card. So there's going to be a lot of exposure about the things you did in various places. And so Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Devil, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. You're connected with some woman here who did some sort of work for you. You had an address here. Some sort of working address, or some sort of address where you could use to say you lived there. Devil in the middle, which gives me the idea of corruption and lies, especially since it's in House Moon. Like, this is fraud too. Some sort of, I lived here and it was this woman's address. She's in House Judgment, so we may have heard of her before and she's coming back again. Or we may have heard this name before. She could be someone connected to a childhood too, with the Six of Cups. So I wonder if it's his mother or something like that. But there is something about an address or something in the address that you're going to have to defend too, because it was used to gain and garner success with jobs or monies or something like that. You use somebody's address for work purposes or on forms, something like that, but you didn't live there. This is fraud. Page of Swords in House World, lies coming to an end. So I think this is the end of George Santos here in this year somewhere. Because I think he's in custody, is he not? The Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. There is an agreement with someone in jail to house them or to move them when they get out. And that's not going to work. I don't think he really meant to do it anyway. It was more of a promise, if you keep quiet, then that's what I'll do. It's not going to work, though. Because this is in House Tower. Whatever this plan is destroyed. Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. There's going to be a... there's something coming from overseas, I think. Something somewhere else, other than Brazil, I guess. Some sort of notice, some sort of info about cash, about money, and accounts. It's accounts of some sort, is what I heard. So there's some accounts overseas, some info's coming in on that. It's probably connected to the wire fraud, I guess. The Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Devil. Your job is is highly in question at the moment. There's also some manipulation around how you got it. This is not manipulation. I'm saying manipulation. Because, the devil's here. The devil is manipulative. But the devil is enticing. So it's not it's a different kind of manipulation than the magician. The magician manipulates to get you to believe in their world. He's more of a temptation manipulation. Like, here's the cheese on the mousetrap type thing. The Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups. So some imbalance about things you cannot control anymore. So you're going to have to accept these realities. It's in House Strength. So Inner strength is what's going to be needed because your job is about to change. Government house death, and then the moon houses the devil. So you got your job in some sort of backhanded, manipulative way, and that's going to be exposed too. The Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Someone is going to be investigating too. I wonder if this is Letitia James. We have not heard her name connected to him just yet, but there's a woman here who's going to be investigating something in the past, someone from the past. This is in House Temperance. Someone he worked with or someone he knew. Is he tied to anything pharmaceutical, anything like a spa, anything like a wellness center, or anything like that? There's something he worked with someone here. With the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, this woman's looking into it. So these 13 counts is just the beginning, home boy. Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. There is some sort of abandonment, so someone's going to talk. Someone's leaving him here. This woman is leaving him here. So some other woman is abandoning this guy. She's going to make announcements or talk. This is House Judgment. Judgment is about announcements and talking for me. And so, because King of Cups is him, she's going to leave his side. Okay. One last reading. Let's bring this back out. What's next for him? What's his strategy? What is he going to do? What's coming up next for George Santos? What's coming up next for the Sant of the O's? Ten of Cups, Two of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Moon, Queen of Swords. There she is again. She's bringing some sort of investigation. And this is probably why that person abandons you. This could be a family friend. With the Ten of Cups is family, harmony, that type of thing. The Queen of Swords, a lawyer or investigating lawyer. And the Nine of Wands is a lot of pressure upon this person. And in that tableau, it was the Queen, not the Queen, yeah, Hermit, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups. So someone you knew, they're getting pressured by this person. And then that Queen of Wands abandons you, so she has absolutely no qualms about talking. So the Moon and the Two of Wands. Your plans are murky at best. What is he going to do next? He doesn't know. How are you not expecting this? That's my question. But I guess we'll see.